9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
It's nice to see we didn't fix that harsh opener, huh?
That was some opening.
It's just like
Slamming.
it just slams us in the room.
I feel, we should have played the song from Welcome Back, Carter. That would have been nice,
Oh, that would have been that would have required planning and production.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, we know that's
That's not gonna happen.
That's
That's not
not
my
gonna
strong
happen.
suit.
now.
Planning surely isn't.
It feels like it's been like it feels like it's been a little while.
It has been. It's been what, 2 or 3 weeks? I don't even know.
We missed 2 shows.
2 shows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we are.
So why don't you tell everybody how you fucked everything up?
Well, it started with a kiss.
That's how it usually starts.
It ended with you going to the hospital.
Mono, huh? At this advanced stage.
Mono these days, boy, it'll get you.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I don't feel a day over 90.
Okay, well, it makes you feel any better. You don't look a day over 90.
That's true. I think I might have lost a couple lbs.
Yeah, you sure did. You look like you lost a lot of lbs.
I'm told I look a little more white than I did when
Pal.
I left. I lost some of my sun.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be outside, to. I'm trying to get the show here.
I was outside once
Yeah, I mean, you got to be
in that 2 weeks, and that was when they transferred me.
from the house to the ambulance.
No, from one hospital to the next.
I got you.
You know, when you and Jenny came, like the kisses of death.
I know. What the dark shadow? What the fuck?
Every time you
man?
came to visit me, it was a
Something went
fucking
wrong.
major setback.
I was like, I better just stay away. So I told Jan, I'm not even going anymore. Just gonna stay away.
So we're gonna go through the whole song and dance,
Rigmarole.
the
if you will.
rigmarole, if you don't mind. But I don't want it. It's not a pity party. Especially the guy that was in the hospital bed next to me, maybe the last 4 or 5 days. I was in
Yeah,
a lot better shape than that guy.
I felt bad for that.
I felt bad for that guy as well, especially when they had to start moving in special equipment and cameras, monitor his brain
I saw
activity.
the priest standing over him praying and shit. I saw that. That's
Yeah,
not good.
they were monitoring his brain activity because he was having a lot of seizures.
Yeah.
And it was an older guy. He came from a nursing home. I knew it right away. I had done in the beginning of my electrical career. I'd done a lot of work. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yeah, Lucia.
I'd done a lot of work in nursing homes, working on fire alarm systems.
Cool.
And there's a certain posture
Mhm.
that people tend to have in a nursing home when they're not conscious.
Mhm.
And it always reminds me, it's when their feet are down. Their feet are not up, they're down.
Yeah.
And
He was like
I
that.
recognized it right away. I even told Linda, I said, I bet
Poor
you
man.
he didn't come from home, So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think he unfortunately had a very good outlook, but I was certainly a lot better off than him and a lot better off than many, many
Yeah, it was
people that were
nice.
in the hospital.
It was nice that it took him an hour to. He was hot, and he took him like almost an hour to kick the blankets off, and then Linda came and put the blankets
Put him
back on.
Yeah,
you
she's
know what
very
I mean?
helpful.
That was nice of her.
She's a helpful one.
As he screamed, "No!" No, just kidding.
Oh, there's Tony, my triumphant return. Yeah, I tell you, my brother and sister-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law, my nieces, everybody was there for me. They came and visited me, hung out with me.
Oh, that's
They
nice.
bought me coffee. I was the two things I asked for was coffee
Mhm.
and reading glasses.
Okay.
So I use like a 1.25, 1.5 reading glasses.
Okay.
And so I think Tony bought me, I don't know, I think they were like 16.
Oh.
I could actually see the fucking craters on the moon.
Yeah, you look like that bird from
Yeah.
yeah.
And my brother John, he bought me, his was only like an 8. So I started using those. And interestingly enough, I think between that and the steroids setting my sugar into the mid 450s, I'm now blind.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. So they got that going for you.
Yeah. I'm forcing
That's
myself
cool.
to use the lightest pair of glasses I have because I went from being able to see my phone sometimes, with a little bit. I can't see fucking shit.
No, huh?
So yeah, so I got reading glasses and coffee were my two biggest
Okay.
things because it's interesting when I first got into the hospital, I was I wanted everything cold, In fact, Linda was feeding me. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another fucking story.
What's going on, Bobo? Stacy Ross.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on with you, Mike? Oh, Tony, it's this and that, and I don't know. It's fucking crazy. My sugar's like 450. What did you bring me?
Yeah.
What did you bring me to go with the coffee?
Oh, like 2 pounds of sugar.
Pack of fucking cookies.
Pack of cookie. Here you go, buddy. Here's some cookies to wash that down with.
And then
how many cubes of sugar in your coffee?
Oh, he was feeding me. It was like I was a horse.
Just like this.
He had just with an open, but always open hand. He didn't want me to bite him by mistake, but he was feeding me sugar cubes. Anytime I did something good.
Yeah, I saw him walking in with. Actually, he had the cane, the sugar cane. He was.
Yeah, it's supposed to be better for you.
Yeah, he was breaking it right off.
So,
jagging you in the face with it.
Unfortunately, I had one of the little bit more stiff nurses.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. It doesn't kill you, make you stronger. That's what I mean. This is what caught me. This is what not wearing the glasses, I could still see. I start wearing fucking reading glasses now I can't see.
Yeah.
But I got one of the stiffer nurses, and I was like, somebody bought me this. Obviously, I really shouldn't be eating it. Why don't you take it outside and give it to the nurses? And it was still sealed.
Yeah.
All I saw was I put a fucking pair of gloves on and picked them up. And I know she fucking tossed them.
What a shame. What a shame. God.
Beautiful 7-Eleven home-baked cookies.
So sad.
I think they were raisin because raisins have more sugar than chocolate chips.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might have been trying to do me in.
Like I said, it was trying to kill you.
I think so. Or maybe he just wanted me to lose a fucking foot as a conversation piece at those family parties.
Yeah. It's not like a good old foot story,
Oh, yeah.
How'd Uncle Mikey lose his foot,
Uncle Mikey's got a foot and a half.
I used to have an uncle who wore a toupee, and he used to, we didn't know what toupees were, and he used to pretend to like rip his fucking hair off his head, and he would scream and stare at us and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Scare us.
Yeah. I'm
Old days.
very well versed in the old toupee game.
Yeah, my Uncle Tony used to take his eyeball out of his head and put it in a glass.
Yeah, got your eye. Got my eye on you.
Yep.
Yeah, you come from a fun people.
Yeah, disgusting family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, Nancy. Nancy's my buddy.
Hello, Nancy.
She's my favorite non-right wing person. My very favorite.
Cool. Yeah.
I never comment on her stuff. She never comments on my stuff, but she's always got a kind word for me.
Isn't that nice?
She's a sweetheart. She really is.
That we can all just let each other be who we are.
That's it.
That's cool.
That's it.
Groovy.
She gave me a big shout out when the Bears climbed over her deck railing, and then the deck railing didn't fall down.
Oh yeah, is that here in Hemlock?
No, that's close to the Lackawaxen.
Oh, cool. They're always beautiful over there.
Doreen says I'm a little pale, not like Steven. I mean, scallop pale, but a little pale. I'm not see-through yet.
Right. I'm always a little pale myself, so
Yeah, I don't look like a baby stingray just yet.
Yeah, you haven't been outside much, and they have to understand this. The audience needs to understand this.
You can almost see the farmer tan, but it was much more distinct 2 weeks ago.
This is what happens, This is what happens when you lose your tan. You know, people like to, something's going on here. We gotta get his tan back. We gotta
Yeah.
maybe
I'm gonna
tomorrow
go-
go sit outside, get some vitamin whatever comes
Fuck
off
outta
the sun.
here.
What comes off the sun? Vitamin what?
D.
Hey, go get yourself some nice D.
I'm
on
gonna
the
go
front
get- I'm gonna-
on the porch.
I think I got myself some nice D when I was in the hospital, but I don't quite remember.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hey, who's watching?
I just remember the smell of old weed.
Yeah?
Yeah, so so this is a combination of things of what happens when you drop the ball on paying attention to your body.
Mhm.
Um,
Which we all do.
your doctor drops the ball. I'm not going to say who,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure I'm ready to let this go. I'm not saying I'm looking for fucking any kind of lawsuit, but I'm definitely going to inform.
Well, reprimandation, apologies are always nice. You know,
When the doc-
acknowledgement that you've did something that you shouldn't have to me. Sure.
when a doctor listens to your chest on Saturday and clears you, and then an emergency room doctor listens to your chest on Monday and says you have absolutely no breath sounds on the left side.
Hmm.
I can't believe that happened overnight.
I'd have to agree with you. Then again, I don't know anything about how that shit works.
My problem was,
You know, so
about a
yeah.
week and a half before I went into the hospital, I developed this little bit of a cough,
Right.
and I do have a bit of a chronic cough. I was a long time smoker,
Mhm.
and but this was a little bit different. I could tell it was different, and I thought I'd, I just picked something up. What was interesting too is when I coughed, I had a very weird taste. I thought maybe I was having a little bit of a throat infection. You know, you get those
Mhm.
like you had said, your daughter had those
Tonsil
stones.
stones.
that'll
Sure.
give you a weird.
Taste.
And then after our barbecue that night,
Mhm.
I laid in bed, and
Yeah.
I got this really weird. Anytime I inhaled, I got this really bad pain on my left side of my rib cage, and I was up and down all night,
In the backside of your rib cage,
right on the side.
right on the side.
And I was up and down all night, and I was
Mm.
doing some research, and it sounded like a couple different possibilities, but also possibility was I just fucking pulled a muscle building decks.
Right. And, at
Yeah.
your age and the work that you do. Absolutely.
And also I had some pain in my shoulder. So I was able to get through it no problem with a little bit of Tylenol here and there. And there were days where it almost felt like it had resolved. And then
Right. I
I woke up-
remember
yeah, I was feeling better.
feeling a little bit better, but it was probably the medicine.
Could have been that. It's just it was a whole thing was
Masking it,
very
yeah.
weird. And so Saturday I woke up and I was really, really uncomfortable. And I said to Linda, I said, if my doctor's office is open, if they can fit me in, great. And if they can't, then I have a feeling I'm going to go to the ER and get checked out. So my doctor's office was open. They took me in. They did an examination. They did an EKG, which was clear. And they said they thought I had costochondritis, which is like an inflammation of the cartilage between your ribs and your sternum. It's very painful. The jury's still out on whether or not I had that as well.
Right.
So
Right. Like it was so misdiagnosed. Maybe it was pneumonia already.
Roy says the costochondritis says you're breathing shorter, and it's quite possible. It's so many different oddball ways that this thing could
Okay. See, Roy knows
present
these
itself.
things.
He's gone through this.
Roy's
so-
been around.
Roy's been around the block a few times.
Yeah.
So they gave me steroids, and they said that the steroids would. I have type 2 diabetes. It's well controlled with
Mhm.
pills,
Okay.
and they warned me that the steroids could push my sugar around a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Sunday morning, I woke up a little uncomfortable. I took some Tylenol. It was okay. Monday morning, I woke up a little more uncomfortable. I did some work. I was bouncing around, had to do a few things. And it got to the point where I was in so much pain. it just it didn't make any sense to me why I was in someone. It was just
Wasn't stopping.
it was just off the fucking charts. And I didn't hey Dave, and I didn't think so much that I was having a heart attack because I did just have an EKG pass and I knew this was going on. But so my first instinct, I had to stop at the church and drop off my GoPro camera. I promised them to use for one of their plays, and I honestly didn't know if I was going to be able to drive back from the church to my house. So I made it to my house, and my first instinct was to take I put a lot of I did this when I got my kidney stones too. I put a lot of faith in a hot shower. I figured a hot shower fixed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so took a nice hot shower, and I was still dripping when I called 911.
Yeah.
And I just told them, left chest pain, and 911 operator said, "Okay, we're going to stay on the phone with you." And I went downstairs and I stood in the driveway, and public safety came. I couldn't even tell you that it was a minute. I think it was less than a minute. First public safety officer got there.
Very cool.
And their first responders, he could have actually hooked me up to an EKG.
Yeah, those guys have all that equipment, right?
And then a second public safety officer came, which is interesting. I'm not going to say who he is, but the fucking guy, he does everything in the community. He's like a fucking... So...
That's cool.
Yeah, Roy says the days of hot shower fixing everything are over. Yep, I learned that fucking lesson. So yeah, then the ambulance came. Hemlock Farms Volunteer Fire Department ambulance. And it was somebody that I knew.
Very cool.
And, she got me to the hospital, and we're going to say expeditiously.
Groovy.
Yeah. And I just heard her saying to the paramedic in the back, "We're going lights and sirens."
Yeah, man.
And as soon as she hit the exits of Forest Drive, she threw the sirens
Balls
on,
out.
and it was balls out.
Cool, man.
And I
Got
could
there
see
quick.
when they rolled me into the ER, and I'm not shitting on the ER, but these guys, for me, this is the worst thing that's ever happened in my
Sure.
life. For those guys, it's Monday.
Comes another one.
Yeah. So nobody was in any kind of rush.
Yep.
And I could see how angry
Mm-hmm.
the EMT was getting. But then they took me in, and I was in, I can't even begin. I've had kidney stones. I've had, pretty significant kidney stones.
So
and
up until this point, nobody had given you anything for the pain?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Paramedics weren't clear to give me anything for the pain. I had taken a Percocet a couple hours prior. So they start doing they get me in and they start doing an assessment on me, and they're trying to do an EKG. And I get the woman's trying to do her job, but she's kind of like annoyed because I can't stay still. And I'm like, I'm stab you in the chest 14 times and see
Yeah.
if you could stay still.
Mm.
I'm like, I'm not trying to be fucking difficult here, but you're asking me for
I'd
something
have
that
to
I'm not
be-
capable of doing.
I'd have to be medicated.
Yeah.
I would be in the hospital. That's just crazy to me.
So
Mm-mm.
I guess I don't remember a lot of it, but I guess they did a chest film, and I guess Roy says those fuckers shoved me in the hook closet and ignored me. I can't say that. At no
I don't
point.
doubt it, Roy.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, but I can't. I cannot say that at no point, honestly, except for maybe the first 2 minutes that I was rolled into the ER, did I feel ignored in any sense of the imagination. And I had called Linda before the ambulance came and told her what was going on, and she was on her way to work, and she turned around, she was heading towards the hospital. At first, she almost thought I was joking, because for me to call 911 for myself is
Yeah, I mean,
That's
shit,
like-
I'm right over here. I mean, you could have called me. I would have come over and kicked you or something.
I probably would have helped.
At least smothered you with a pillow or something.
That- I actually have that in my advanced directive now.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, Linda's my medical proxy, but you're the guy assigned to smother me with a pillow.
You got it, buddy.
Only because I know you'd enjoy it so much.
And I would.
So then they hit me with 5 milligrams of morphine, and then they hit me with 4 milligrams of morphine, and barely took the edge off. And then
Yeah, I heard that it wasn't helping.
yeah, and then they only allowed Linda in when it got to the point where I was not losing my fucking mind and screaming. But she actually recorded some of it because I was still in a pretty bad way when she got in there. I can't even listen to it. It's fucking nuts. The sounds I was making. I don't know what they finally did to push me over the top and get the pain under control. I don't remember.
I think they gave you some sort of morphine pill or some sort.
Yeah, I mean they already had 9 milligrams of morphine on.
You're maxed out, and then they gave you something else to like. I forget what they said. Linda had said it too, because
all as I remember,
she was like, "Thank God, I think he finally went to sleep or something."
All as I remember is my head was in her chest, and she kept feeding me ice cubes. And then finally, like everything calmed down, they brought me up to the ICU. And I just remember getting rolled in, and the woman said, "Hi, I'm whatever. I'm Betty. I'm going to be your nurse." And I said, "Hi, I'm Mike. I'm going to be your patient." And they got me squared away, and I guess I fell asleep at that point. So, then we kind of wasted a fucking complete day. Tuesday was a total fucking waste. And Wednesday, the Kiss of Death family came to visit. And with that, a very strongly accented doctor, Eastern European doctor, came plowing in like a fucking hurricane and said, "You came here with a small pleural effusion, small amount of liquid in my lung. Now you have a very large pleural effusion. We have to transfer you to another hospital. Okay? Okay, I have your permission to transfer you. Okay." So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm telling Linda what's going on, and she did not want me going to this particular hospital. She had a bad experience there. So next thing I know, I hear somebody with a slight Spanish accent screaming at somebody with a heavy Eastern European accent with a friend on speakerphone.
Oh, God.
And they're going at it, and I'm just like, I'm just letting it happen because...
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just let other people just take control of the situation and just sit back and do your thing.
And I said, the only thing I said to this doctor, I said, I'm gonna get this fucking procedure done because what happened is they don't have interventional radiology at the hospital I was at, and what they need to do is a CAT scan guided chest tube, so that they insert the chest tube exactly where the fluid is.
Okay.
So it's not blind. And they don't have that capability in the first hospital. So it's transferred to a hospital about an hour away. And my whole thing was, if I was transferred to the hospital that Linda preferred that I go to at the time, there's no necessary guarantee that I was going to get this chest tube the next day.
Got it.
And it was very important I got that. So...
Right. Yeah, you got to have it.
So we acquiesced and we went down. And fortunately, in my case, Linda's concerns were unfounded, thankfully, and probably because she raised so much hell. And they guaranteed me that I was having the procedure first thing in the morning, which kind of know is bullshit. And I said, if I have a problem there, you give me your word that you're going to advocate for me. We can call you and you're going to advocate for me in this hospital that you set everything up for me to go to.
Yeah, right.
And he said he would. So the next morning I wake up in this hospital and, they transported me down. Nice guys. I wasn't really in any pain. So
they put you in an ambulance or like a van?
No, stretcher, ambulance. Yeah. The only thing that... No, you just talk to this really dull guy.
Did they have a fucking needle hanging out of your arm the whole fucking way? Cold water making you freezing all fucking day long?
I don't remember. I don't know if I had an IV. I definitely had 2 IVs started, but I don't know if I had a saline drip. I don't remember.
Jesus fucking fuck. I cannot deal with that shit.
So Linda's right behind us, and we get there. They set me up in the room, and I was able to sleep. And then, the next morning, a lot of times I would have to sit up. I would sit up about half the night or more on the side of the bed, and that's the only way I could breathe comfortably. And I wasn't sleeping much anyway, so I kept asking the nurse, when I was going to be Oh yeah, that's right. Linda said, "You're going to be responsible if anything bad happens to me." And the doctor got all bent out of shape, swearing that she was threatening him. And she goes, "I'm not threatening you. I'm making you a promise."
Man, this is a fact. I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah, yeah. She was full. She was full bore. Yeah, it was actually pretty sexy.
I'd be like, you take that how you want, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So this woman comes in and she's patient advocate, and I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, kind of slumped over a little bit, and they had bought me my breakfast, and I wasn't really interested in eating. And hey, Evie, and she asked me if everything's okay, and I said, no, I don't have any complaints. I said, I was told that I was going to get this. This was maybe 10. I said, I was told that I was going to get this chest tube first thing in the morning, and I have a feeling it's going to give me a fair amount of relief. And I said, I understand. First thing in the morning is a relative thing.
Yeah.
And things happen. And
shit happened overnight. They got to figure out who fucking
I get
progressed into what.
I'm stable. Other people might not be stable. So I said to this woman, I said, please just make sure I'm getting this procedure today. I said, if it's an hour, if it's in 3 hours, you tell me that I'm getting this procedure today, I'll be more relaxed. 20 minutes later, a fucking pulmonologist walks in and goes, you're next.
You're like, sure we can't wait.
So he goes, I'm sorry, we had some emergency, but you're next. We're going to send up, blah, 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 whatever he fucking told me. I don't know.
I'd be scared.
And then
nope.
She comes back in and she goes, Mike, I called everybody and I just told everybody I could talk to that this guy's hanging off the side of his bed trying to catch his breath. And, sure enough.
Here we are.
Linda says they were full of shit. They would have done that procedure in the emergency room that same night in the other hospital. But yeah, that I don't know. All I know is I said they were not equipped to do it. So,
which was good enough for you at the time.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just got to ride that wave, and
sure.
So they bring you down to the CAT scan, and they put you in sideways, and they develop these coordinates using the CAT scan that they take.
Yeah.
And then they take this. I couldn't really look up too much, but it looked like this big machine. They rolled it on top of me, and it almost seemed like with a laser that shot the coordinates on my side and my back.
Interesting.
They
technology.
Yeah, so then they draw that out. Yeah, technology. So first time they hit rib. And then the second time they hit rib. And
see, I would have to be unconscious. The whole fucking thing. This is what they would do. They would say, okay, this guy is a fucking lunatic. We called his wife. She even said he's a
certified lunatic.
Okay, she's bringing down to just knock him the fuck out. We'll wake him up when it's over.
I think that's what Linda and Jenny have to talk. And Jenny's got to give Linda some of the keywords.
Fucking no, thank you.
And gives Linda some of the keywords. Lunatic.
Yep.
PTSD.
Yep.
Crazy person.
Yep. Just roll with it, man. I'm telling you, man.
Because I tell you, you can't get a better advocate than Linda in a hospital. She's fucking scrappy, boy.
Yeah. Oof.
So they give you lidocaine. You don't really feel a lot. You do feel when a knife hits your rib. I don't care what they give you. That's a distinct feeling. So apparently they were a centimeter off in 2 axis. And then they redid the CAT scan and they made their adjustments and they shot that fucker in. And you feel it going through twice. I think the first time you feel it going through your muscle and you twinge, not terribly. And the second time you feel it enter your lung.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it goes through what's called the pleura.
That's the sac around the lung. I don't want it touching shit, man.
And it's literally feels like when you put a meat thermometer into a raw steak. That's how it felt. And it didn't feel bad. It wasn't tremendously painful. It made me jump. Wasn't tremendously painful. So then they were having some trouble getting fluid out. They got like 400 milliliters of fluid out in the operating room, just half a
Wow.
liter, a little less than half a liter. But they were never, at no point were they super happy with the flow that was coming out. So, and I'm sorry, it's very self-indulgent and long story, but we have time to fill, and everybody
But
is more than welcome to fucking mute this. So
let's get to the important shit. Let's talk about the food.
oh, okay, yeah, I'll get to,
Let's get down. Then let's start with where was the first hospital?
the local one, yes.
A local hospital here. Breakfast. Let's talk breakfast. How was it?
At no point was any of the food terrible.
What did you have? What did you go with? Did you have options, or did they just kind of feed you?
So in the first hospital, I had options. I honestly don't remember. I think anytime I was given an option, it was just basic like scrambled egg because I wasn't really
Mhm.
eating.
Any kind of biscuits? I could see biscuits.
No biscuits.
Really?
No biscuits and gravy.
Really?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
I tell you the truth, I honestly don't remember a lot about the food in the first hospital.
Yeah, huh?
Um,
Must not have been that good.
I remember that it wasn't that bad,
Right.
but it wasn't.
important.
You know,
Did you all right, out of anything, did you remember eating anything in specific that you were like, this wasn't so bad?
oh
Anything
yeah.
like when you were in like
In the second
no,
hospital.
well, in the first hospital. The first hospital you just really don't have much
I have
memory of
no
anything.
memory, yeah.
Yeah. You were out of it. I didn't recognize you when I saw you there. The second the second hospital, let's get into it because I heard you just raving about it like you were on, you were really going on about the chicken cutlets, you're going on about
Well, what Linda found out because Linda went outside one day and she saw like those panel trucks, the
yeah.
3 of them from the Olive Garden were lined up at the loading dock of the hospital.
Really?
Apparently the Olive Garden caters this particular hospital. So the food,
Breadsticks as well?
it almost got ridiculous.
Oh my god.
The breadsticks, every 10 minutes, the nurse would come in and drop another basket of breadsticks.
all day?
At night.
Place smell like a garlic factory.
Oh, the gabagool. I had gabagool coming out my ears, Tony. No, man, oh God.
No,
Oh.
gabagool.
Oh my God. I was holding my fingers up and the nurses were playing ring toss with the calm eye all night.
Hey.
So
Oh, that's great.
I'll tell you,
What did
so-
you enjoy?
I never once ordered anything. They just bought me food. It was typically
So would they brought it? What, like brought it as if to say, you know what?
this is what you're fucking eating.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like
Yeah.
I made this just for him. I know he's gonna like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was
No, it was like it was like
it was
my
like you're
personal
in prison, and this is what we're having.
kitchen.
today.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Linda's right though. Yeah, they were bringing me a bunch of shit that I really shouldn't be eating.
Excellent.
And yeah, so I don't have any fucking self-control.
right.
So I gotta get that shit thrown out as quickly as possible. Yeah, gabagool was coming out of my chest, is right.
Mm.
Yeah, it was like somebody squeezed the fucking roast beef. Yeah, like banana pudding and crazy shit like that. But at the second hospital, so finally after like 3 days, the lady from the cafeteria, whatever the fuck, food services come in, and they asked me, and I said, I really don't have any complaints about the food, but you guys seem to be giving me shit that,
Yeah.
somebody
Shouldn't be eating.
is fucking, I could shoot a fucking toe off with a fucking rubber band right now if I hit it right. And, maybe you shouldn't be
Yeah,
getting me
right.
peaches and heavy syrup. I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
You know.
But she said, the diabetic diet allows for X amount of carbs, and this is why.
Ah.
She goes, what we could do is we could substitute any of that with fresh fruit. I said, please do that. When in
Fresh
doubt,
fruit.
give me something fresh.
You know why I like fruit? Because you not only you fill your stomach with something, but you hydrate yourself too at the same
Yeah.
time. So
Oh.
it's like it's good.
It's nature's
For people
little
that don't
gift.
like to drink water all day, have some fruit. You ate something, got a little water, you're good. It's a little double banger.
Yeah.
You
Bang
know what I
bang.
mean?
Bang bang.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I have to say the best meal. When they tried to do stuff,
Sure.
uh,
They're limited. Let's face it.
Roy's right. Morristown Hospital. My mom had a heart valve transplant in
Restaurant
Morristown
quality.
Hospital. Yeah,
Mm.
that place.
Right.
That is no fucking joke. My mother was
I'm gonna have to
fucking.
try that.
My
Roy.
mother was sad to fucking leave.
Really?
They treated her like fucking in the heart hospital. They treated her like fucking gold. And my mother's not, she's easygoing. She's not a troublemaker.
Danbury Hospital had quite the menu back in the 90s. I don't know how they are today.
But I'll tell you what. One night we had pulled pork, black beans and rice, and plantains, soft plantains. That's the ones I like. That was honestly, that was like something you'd order and be happy with.
Was there like a movie too? I mean, what the fuck?
Well, that was the night that I signed up for Zumba. I signed up for the Zumba class.
Yeah, big mistake.
Yeah, that didn't go well. Yeah, so
Wow.
and then they had another night where they had the dry plantains. I don't really like those. I didn't eat those.
Dry.
Yeah, there's two different types of plantains.
Okay. That's the leaf or something?
But it's a banana, green banana.
It's a green banana. Okay.
But not a banana.
All right.
Plantain banana. I don't know the fucking difference. Linda will tell
It's
you.
a fucking banana. It's a different type
So,
of banana.
Yeah.
Yeah. They cook it.
But overall, the food was good. I had this weird fucking craving for pretzels.
Okay.
So
Maybe you're feeling a little dehydrated. Maybe the salt activated.
Maybe.
it,
my brother got me some pretzels, I think,
That's cool.
and some nuts.
Well, those the pretzels
Rest
that
of
were
some
dipped in sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he rested his nuts on my forehead when I was sleeping. So, yeah, but the Gagnon Institute that was in Morristown Hospital was renamed the Romano Wing. Yeah. So, yeah, they sent me back up with this chest tube, and they weren't too pleased with the drainage. So,
Yeah.
what they decided they were going to do, the pulmonologist said, what we're going to do is we're going to inject this fluid into your lung. It's the same stuff that they use for stroke patients, clot buster.
Okay.
And I asked for honey pretzels, so I got honey nuts and pretzels.
Fucking guys.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Simple fucking order. This is why you can't get good help. This is why I can't have nice things. Fucking could have been my dying
And
wish.
he puts his balls right on your face.
I mean, it was more on my forehead
All right. Well, that sounds so
from
bad.
my memory. So
It's a nice warm feeling.
felt like home.
Yeah, it's like when my dog does it to me.
Exactly. Except I didn't have to give him a treat. So, they said, we're going to shoot this medicine into your lung and we're going to turn off the drainage for 6 hours.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you're aware of this. I'm not a pulmonologist. So I'm going to go by this guy's fucking opinion on things.
Like, yeah, sounds like a plan, buddy.
Sounds like a plan. Well,
Just don't kill me. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how it popped off, but I made it about 4.5 hours.
And what happened?
I was in the same amount of pain as I was in when they took me into the emergency room.
So what did they have to
Maybe
do?
a hair
Why?
loss.
What caused the pain? The liquid?
They closed off the drainage too much, and the liquid was backing up,
Building
and
up.
it was causing
Pressure.
So,
Okay.
unfortunately, the nurse that I had, and all the nurses that I had, in my opinion, were quite capable. This
Sure.
particular
I love
nurse-
nurses, yeah.
This particular nurse was handling this reservoir for the drainage like a monkey trying to fuck a football in a phone booth. And
lot
every
lot of charisma. Yeah.
and I'm just screaming, you got to hook this motherfucking thing back up. You got to get this fucking thing draining.
Like move it.
And you got to get me some different fucking meds. I don't want to see no fucking Tylenol coming at me.
Yeah.
So they got me clearance for they every time she walked out of the room, I'm screaming at Linda. I'm saying, where the fuck is she going?
Mm.
Go get this fucking lady back in the room. Now the room's starting to fill up because I'm like fucking screaming. And they also I had a very good reputation on the wall. I'm not the troublemaker. Very nice to the nurse, very respectful. Thank you very much. They all liked me. They were all very nice to me. Now I'm fucking screaming. They know I'm not dicking around. So they got clearance very quickly for Percocet, 5 milligrams Percocet, which really isn't a lot. And for morphine, 2 milligrams morphine. Again, not a lot, but better than what I was
Better
on.
than nothing.
Well, they gave me 5 milligrams of Percocet by mouth. I'm not going to say where I got the other 5 milligrams, but I took that too.
Oof.
Then they
Like
hit
a
me.
champ, I'm sure.
Yeah, Linda was screaming too. Need something. So I took the other 5 milligrams. That's 10 milligrams of Percocet. And then they hit me with morphine. I kind of remember.
What was that like? I don't think I've ever had morphine. Maybe I have.
I kind of remember. So they automatically put these like diapers on the fucking. Oh, yeah. I barely remember anything. Linda was the one screaming for everything. Yeah, I'm sure she's the one that got me the better painkillers. I'm going to say for the record, she's not the one who gave me the extra pill.
Yeah, we know. We know that one.
I vaguely remember playing with the edge of this thing that they had on my bed.
That was actually my penis.
Okay, that's why it was so small. And I was higher than I've ever been in my entire life. And I don't know if I was talking to Linda on the phone, texting her, or just having a conversation in my own head.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I was way settled down. And
so you thought maybe you were hallucinating that you were having a conversation?
I'm not. I'm pretty sure we had some version of a conversation, but I was so fucking high. And yeah, I just passed the fuck out. So they did this procedure. So because what they had put on the table was protocol is to do this procedure 3 times. And then if they're not happy with this procedure, then they get a thoracic surgery team in and they do surgery on me. And they go in and they manually suck the fluid out. Okay. So that was what was put on the table. So when they did it a second time.
So it is a doable procedure. It's a doable thing when they go in and do all that. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely doable. It's just not something you want.
Yeah, right. It's not a good thing. It's not like good. Like let's go get this done.
Yeah, Linda's right. It's the first time I was relaxed and the whole fucking ordeal started. But so when they did it the second time, they said we're just gonna close it off 2 to 3 hours. I was like, okay, well, the first time I made it 4.5. So, and they had me on better meds.
How'd that work out? So
it worked out great. The nurse said, you know what? He said 2 to 3. We'll split the difference. We'll go 2.5. When she came in, I said, I'm fine.
Okay.
The longer they leave it in, theoretically, the better.
This is what I wanted to know. Why? What's the point of turning it off? Why not just let it?
Well, the point of turning it off, of starting to drain it, so I don't go into that pain that I was before. Okay. 6 hours was obviously too much.
Yeah, right.
So I told the nurse, I said, I feel fine. I said, we can go another half hour or something like that. And then the flow starts strong and then it stops. And then they did the third one, same thing. Wow. Then they did the CAT scan and there was still fluid in the lung, but the thoracic team had looked at it and they said, so the pulmonology team wanted the surgery. Yeah. The thoracic team said that it wasn't necessary. So they discharged me with fluid in my lung.
Now, some of this you could cough up. Can you cough it up?
Yeah, in the body.
Fucking heave it out?
I guess. And then, eventually it gets reabsorbed as long as the infection is taken care of,
Through your body. Like your body absorbs it. It's fucking insane.
So I have to do a follow-up CAT scan. And then I was having some abdominal pain and they thought maybe I had, I always forget, pancreatitis. Yeah. So they did a special scan to check for that, and apparently that was not going on. So So yeah, then Saturday they
You said get the hell out of our
said get the
face.
fuck out.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
tired of looking at you.
pretty much. But everybody was great.
Yeah.
Everybody was cool. Linda came, she picked me up, and then she's just fucking. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she's still fucking standing. She just did fucking everything nonstop. She's done every fucking thing for me.
Who's that, Linda?
Yeah, I haven't
She's
done
amazing.
a
She
goddamn
loves
thing.
you. That's
I
how.
haven't done a fucking thing. She washed,
That's what
did
happens.
all my laundry, she changed my
Everything.
sheets, she made soup, she cooked for me, she meal prepped for me,
Stopped at the
shopping.
hospital.
Yeah, so I
Went
mean,
and took care of her own stuff at home.
Yeah.
And everything over there.
yeah,
that
she
she's gotta
doesn't
do.
just have her mother. She doesn't just have herself to take care of. She's
Yep.
taking care of her mom too. So
She got me down there because I couldn't drive. She got me down to
yeah,
ruin your day.
You and the Livster.
So she did a lot for everybody while you're in there. She's a go getter. She's a good one. She's a keeper.
Oh yeah, they ganged up on me once.
Who's this?
Her and the nurse.
Oh, well, that happens. That's a woman thing. They did it to me last night. I get it. That's what they do. Every now and then they fucking. Yeah.
When I got to we got to the point where they were allowing me to get up and walk to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
They took away my special little throne. The nurse said something. I can't remember exactly what she said. Linda remembers because she laughed and made fun of me and pointed and slapped my balls.
Was that
To put me in my place.
She said, "Damn you."
Damn you.
Yeah.
She wants to know how your knee is.
It's good. Thank you. It's much better. It still hurts. It's a little bit weak, but I did skate here today. So this was my first day skating since I wiped out. So it's like it's a little sensitive, that's all, but so am I.
Yes, that's true.
It's weak. Like I can feel it. It's like it's fatigued,
I just can't believe it's not at all difficult to believe what you and your family and Dave and other people did for me, because I know that.
Oh,
but and as much as I appreciate it,
I was ready to take Mr. Bentley into my house and just keep him there. I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it. I'm like, at this point, I think I told Jenny, maybe he should just come stay with us until Mike gets back. I'm like, because
if it ever
how long
happens,
it's going to be.
If it ever happens again, maybe that's an option. But
because I just felt bad for him, but he's a trooper, that dog. He waited for you every day. He was a good dog. Yeah,
that was a tough one. I couldn't watch any of the videos and stuff he sent me until I got home.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But
you see the one him shitting behind the bush?
Oh yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, he gets embarrassed. But I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we do.
But the way the community,
I know they're good people. There's good people here, Mike. There's good people.
There's a lot of really good people that came out. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, I hope someday I can let them know how much I appreciate it.
You always do. You let everybody know the way you help the community yourself, dude. Come on, you've done a lot for a lot of people around here. You got what you had coming to you, man. All that love, all that fucking respect, it all came back to you. You don't have to thank anybody. Nobody did anything that they didn't want to do, man. Everybody wanted to help. So there you have it.
It just made it a lot easier. It really did.
Absolutely. I'm glad it made it easier. You don't deserve the fucking struggle. Nobody does. Fuck that. Right? Especially Mr. Bentley. He don't deserve the struggle. He needs me.
Fred must have been fucking
easy.
Terrified.
He was easy.
He's kind of easy.
He's quiet about things.
Yeah, he's he doesn't say much. He doesn't require a lot of care and feeding.
Yeah. I don't. Mike, you're a great guy, and here you are. And you know what? If some people aren't happy about it, oh well.
Well,
it's okay too. Fuck them. You know what? Just keep doing you, man. That's that, right?
Well, I guess somewhere out there, I guess I put some good karma out there, because I certainly got a lot of good karma back.
Oh, it certainly outweighed the bad. That's for sure. Certainly
not
even bad.
Not even worth thinking about.
Not even.
But yeah, so we'll see. Definitely a wake up call. I am
What are we gonna do going
I am
forward now?
actually 52.
Health-wise?
I'm gonna be,
Like
you know,
food? Is there a special? Do you like any special diet, or are you just gonna change your eating habits? You know, like
I gotta stop self-diagnosing.
yep.
I gotta stop
It's funny
basing.
you say that. Oh, go ahead, continue. I'm gonna tell you why.
I gotta stop basing how I feel. Makes you wonder why it's still. Yeah, I would base how I feel. Oh, I'm not peeing 17 times a night, and my eyesight's pretty good, so my sugar must be under control.
Yeah, right.
I definitely got to take a more proactive approach to my health. Linda's told me that. My brothers told me that. My sisters told me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
You're not
definitely
getting
have to
any
take things
younger.
more seriously.
Mm-hmm. This shit could kill you.
Yeah.
Right?
There's
So
a lot of
joke.
things that just because you enjoy doing doesn't mean that
Mhm.
you should be doing.
Well, that too.
You know?
Absolutely.
No stranger to the fact that I enjoy, throwing down a few.
Yeah.
And
So then, don't.
having a few drinks with friends or having a few beers at home, and that for now that's done. I can't do
Off
that
the
for right
table.
now.
Yeah, you gotta get your health back.
I gotta get my health back. I gotta get myself in a place where I'm not playing catch up.
Yeah, get where you need to be.
See
Whatever
where,
that is.
see what's going on, and see. Hey, Dave's checking in from YouTube. I forgot that he can
Hey,
come in from
Dave.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
you know, what I did was I for myself that helped a lot was I went online one day. This was like 5 years ago, I think it was.
got your medical degree?
And no, I looked up at my age and my height, what is a healthy weight?
Yeah, body mass.
And that was it. And I shot for that weight, and here I am. And that's where I try to just stick around that weight, and that's it.
yeah,
And it's not. Was it easy? Hell no. It was. It took me almost a year. But so what?
it's very
Now it's
frustrating,
normal.
and it almost sounds comical, but sometimes it's very frustrating because, in a lot of ways, in many ways, I'm deceivingly healthier than one would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, my heart is in good shape.
Well, that's good.
My cholesterol is low. I've never had high cholesterol or anything like that.
That's very good.
My blood pressure vacillates a little bit from high to normal. I don't think I'm at the point where I need to worry about it. And I put a lot of stock in my blood pressure going down when I quit smoking. Unfortunately, that didn't happen like I had planned. But
Okay.
it gets frustrating and almost sounds comical. Linda and I have this. We enjoy watching My 600-Pound Life.
Sure.
And sometimes I see these people that are like 650 pounds.
Yeah.
And they don't have the medical conditions I have. Like, I have fatty liver disease. They don't have that. How do you make 650 and not have that? And I'm 270 and I have that. So that kind of gets a little frustrating.
Sure.
Tim says you got a big heart, Mike, and a better support team. That is actually medically true. The doctors at the hospital said my heart's about the size of a canned ham. So
You have a big
I
heart.
took it as a compliment.
And
Evidently, I looked at a Wikipedia and no, it's
Not a
not
good
so
thing?
not so much a compliment.
oh,
Yeah, I thought like if you exercise a muscle gets bigger.
Yeah.
So I just thought my heart was like really strong.
you're like, rah.
Yeah. Evidently, your heart wall's not supposed to be as thick as a Delmonico steak.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
So I might have to look into that
Might have to look into thinning that out,
a bit.
thinning the walls, if you will.
Yes. So,
All right. Well,
but yeah, going forward, I just have to be a little less cocky.
you know what I
Listen to
found
people a little bit more.
helped me with losing weight and getting healthy and stuff was not so much changing my diet as much as it was how much I ate and how often I ate and things like that to make it a lot easier too,
Yeah.
You don't have to
It makes
just
a big deal.
dive into this lifestyle change and then we tend to fail. Like that's myself.
Well,
right?
that's what happens. You go head first into these major changes, and it's definitely a
In
recipe
your
for
body.
failure.
Yeah, you have to do little changes at a time, and then that's what I did. I started with water. That's really what I did. I told myself if I could go a week, just 1 week, drinking nothing but water, what would that be like? So I did that, and then I stuck with that, and I added something else, and that's what I did.
Yeah, incremental changes.
Yeah.
And I also need to actually have some formal exercise. I always think because I have
Mhm.
a pretty physical job, and I'm at 52. I think I'm a pretty strong guy for a 52-year-old.
Sure.
Even though some parts of my frame are getting old and dilapidated, but I could still hold my own. But that's not the same as cardiovascular activity or calorie burning activity. So, and now it's a big deal to walk around Linda's pool 10 times. It's a big accomplishment because I can't breathe.
And I take it from me, a guy who's done a lot of walking, like health wise,
One foot in front of the other.
Health wise, I'm telling you, it's so good for you, man. Like just even as a simple exercise, walking is the best thing you could do. When you can, you walk, get up, move around, walk until 'cause it's so good for you.
Jenny has a special message for you.
You're having a sleepover with Olivia because Jessica thought it would be okay to watch The Purge. Okay. Thank you.
I guess you got a scared kid at home.
That's fine.
So
I don't worry about it.
Did anything exciting happen while I was gone? Like, how was your 2 weeks? Besides having to come and take care of Bentley all the time.
Took care of Bentley. I learned how to get him to sit. You can't do this, you gotta do this. And then what else? Brought him over to my dogs to play. And then I split and stacked wood until I was done. I got my 11 cords of wood all stacked and ready to go. I'm set for the winter now. And a little bit of next year as well. And that's it. What did Jessie say? I told her we were done watching it, and she argued with me to keep it on. Well, when I was a kid, Jessie, my brothers and I watched The Exorcist for the first time together, and the scene where she spins her head around, my brother Joey, I never forget, he had nightmares, man, for fucking days from that scene. He started screaming, he couldn't breathe and shit. But it happens. She'll get over it. She'll be all right.
I don't know if I didn't get an opportunity to congratulate Jessica on her new wheels.
Oh yeah, she got a new car. That's right.
That's awesome.
She got a nice little car. She's moving upward and onward. She's got a car. She has a date set for her. She has a written exam that she has to do for her pilot's license, and then after the written exam, she has her flight,
practical flight. Yeah.
That's it. And that is in October or something. She has a date and everything. So pretty shortly, she will be a captain.
I can't wait for that celebration.
Me too. I want to celebrate. I want to go somewhere special, somewhere fancy. Like I'm thinking like
Bruno's.
I was thinking like Bruno's or like Pies or something.
Oh, I think Jesse would be all over
Waffle House. We could go to Waffle House, start a fist fight.
I was just gonna say,
I
can't promise you a Waffle House until I see how I feel in October.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be up to throwing hands just yet.
Yo, man, they're always good for a fight at Waffle House.
Well, we can go to Golden Corral. That's always good for a fight.
Golden Corral's good. Oh, God. I'll think of something somewhere nice. Maybe some Indian food. Maybe we can get some toenail and fucking poo.
That'd be nice.
Linda
Lopez suggests maybe 7-Eleven.
That's classy. That's Indian food.
Pretty much.
Oh, flight test is October. Yes. Written test September 20th.
Chuck E. Cheese. We could be on World Star.
Chuck E. Cheese is always good.
I just want to.
man.
I want to go to a Chuck E. Cheese. I want to stand up on top of my seat and just scream World Star. And watch the shit break off.
Watch everybody just start swinging
Start
and
fucking
throwing
swinging.
stuff, throwing
Fucking-
hot pizza.
Oh my god! Fucking trays flying through the air.
The thing about that pizza is if you threw an entire pie, just the pizza would go and the cheese would stay in one spot. The cheese would come off as its own separate disc from the pizza.
Yes. So I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about this actually.
Oh no. What's up?
You got me into this fucking guy.
Bruno's? Down in Port Jervis?
No.
Oh.
I've been in a fucking hospital for 2 weeks. How do you think I got Bruno's in Port
I
Jervis?
thought maybe Linda would be nice and do something nice for you.
No, she's the one who gets me fucking coffee in Pennsylvania and drives an
I
hour and a
know.
half.
I love it. She's so stressed out. Should I get it now? Should I wait? Should I get it now? Should I wait?
At least bring me a fucking curling iron or something. I could dip it in the fucking cup and warm it up. So, no,
Pizza.
the one bite review guy.
Dave Portney.
Yeah, the guy who sold his fucking business for $500 million and bought it back for a dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been seeing every fucking video of this guy because
He's gone to a couple places in Wilkes-Barre too.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like 75 accounts that fucking play his videos. You know.
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching. It's pretty funny. You know when
What do you think about him?
That's good. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
It made me really want fucking pizza when I watch it.
Oh, I know. Me too. Some of the pizza you see in me, you know, it's because some of it you see is pure shit. And he says it too.
Oh yeah, but some of them, especially the ones that are like just a little well done,
Yeah.
like it looks so nice coming out. But
Yeah, there's a place in Wilkes-Barre that he went to that he gave like an 8.5 or 8.9 or some shit like that. And they say whenever you go there, you should ask for the sweet sauce. You gotta ask for the sweet sauce.
maybe I have to check that out.
I want to check it out. I have to make a journey, man. Get you out of the house. This is what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I don't think pizza's too terrible for me.
One slice.
Definitely
Listen,
better than I don't
two
know.
slices of pizza, I think, is an equivalent to a dairy, a fruit, and some carbohydrates.
I like the way you think.
I would think for an entire day's serving, that's plenty of carbs. 2 fucking slices of pizza, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then you got tomato on there, that's good, and cheese. It's good ingredients. It's not bad for you.
It's basically health food, is what you're saying.
Basically, it is health food. You got
Okay.
dairy and you got fruit. You know, the bread fucks it up, but you know, what are you gonna do? I mean, if you're moving around, you need, you're gonna burn it off. You'll be all right. 2 slices of pizza never hurt nobody.
Nah.
3, 4. I used to eat 6
Oh yeah.
when I was
okay.
like 245.
I could throw down some
250,
pizza,
6
yeah.
fucking slices, no problem, man. Destroy it.
It's not often, but
I could still eat that much.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I have to. Like, I gotta walk the fuck away, man.
you could fucking eat.
I can eat, right?
And I've seen that. I've seen that with when Linda makes rice and beans.
Oh yeah, man. I fucking destroy that shit. Yeah, and listen, I like you. I like to eat just like anybody else. Man. I'm a gavone, man. I don't have that shut off valve. I just eat and eat. So my thing is, I'm not very traditional at home when it comes to eating dinner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done eating, I get the fuck up and I get the fuck away from the table. Because if I linger, I'm gonna keep
You're
eating
gonna
and
pick, yeah.
eating. So I just, in my house, they understand. I just get up and I leave, and I let the kids do that too. I don't make Libby sit there till everybody's done, because then she sits there and she learns to have seconds and thirds, and you know what I mean. She's like, I'm done. I want to go play. Yeah, go play.
Play.
Fuck, you gonna sit here for?
Man, was she was not fucking happy about the salami situation when she came to visit me in the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, she's in disbelief that there's a fucking salami shortage. She's like, what is going on? Why is this really happening? I'm like, yeah. She goes, this is a sin.
That's what she told me. She said it was a sin.
I
She
cannot
told
even
Linda and I-
believe there's no salami. I'm like, well, if you can find salami, I says I'll be more than happy to buy it. I don't know what to tell you. There's no fucking salami.
I haven't been to Weiss, so is that still going on?
I don't know. And even if it is, there is. If it's not margarita hard salami, Not gonna eat it.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't eat it, but I agree with her. That's the best. That's the best
salami.
salami I have.
So
Longboard Cookie, another one that's trying to fucking kill me. Telling me where to get the good gelato.
ooh, okay.
I love a
Carini in
gelato.
Milford. Okay.
I know Clarini here makes gelato too. I've never had
Do
it
they
though.
really?
I don't believe I've ever had it.
Mm.
It's probably pretty good.
Yeah, I used to get gelato. Me and Jesse used to go get gelato. I remember on Mulberry Street, man. We used to go and walk all the way down to the end, and then yeah, they had the best shit there. Ferrara's Bakery there. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, good shit, man. Good shit. We'd wait online. I ain't gonna fuck. We waited.
Well, it's what you're there for.
Yeah, I mean, they wait online there sometimes for like 45. It's like getting into a ride sometimes. I don't know what day of the week it was.
The Olive Garden catered a gelato night at the hospital.
How was it? Good?
It was very good.
Mm.
It was no cardboard taste whatsoever.
No, huh?
I must have got my gelato from the middle.
Mm. And they center cut.
Yes. a nice center cut of gelato. The best cut. And
for you,
no
sir,
bone.
a
No
nice
bone in
center
it.
cut.
Yeah. No bone.
Sorry.
Oh my God, Linda. So when I walked in, I saw this fucking bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I just glanced at it and it looked, I don't know why it looked funny to me. She bought her cat's dog food by mistake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Good.
I think one night is going to be fine. See, one night's fine, but I believe there's this thing that says dogs can live on cat food. Cats cannot live on dog food.
Yeah. I don't know if my cat ever ate my dog's food, but I know my dogs will fucking, if you leave it for 2
They'll
seconds.
destroy it, yeah.
And then they're burping and their breath smells like fish. That's how I know they got into it too, little bastards.
Yeah. So,
Nasty.
and I want you to understand that I'm saying this. This conversation is going to ensue for the comedic aspect of it and not for anything that closely resembles a lack of appreciation on my part.
No, please.
I have one question.
Oh, God, what did I do?
When I left, my dog was carrying maybe a couple, 3 extra pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And now I came home and he's the size of a small house.
Well, I here's the thing. I keep forgetting how many scoops to give him.
So the first text you sent me was basically, yeah, I gave him 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's good for 2.5 days.
Oh, yeah. I just felt bad. And then he would nudge the box for more, and then I give him a little extra. So then
he played you like a fucking violin.
And then what I started to do was, okay, fine, I'm not going to give you 5 scoops no more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 heaping scoops. So they weren't level, but they were,
And that was once a day.
Once a day.
Okay. So he packed on a few extra pounds. But you know what? Linda and I started this when we lost Gia.
Yeah.
It's been such a novelty because now he doesn't, the day we lost Gia, he stopped trying to bite our fucking hands off and you try to give him something. So that novelty was, we just kept, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this.
He's pretty gentle. I was giving him treats and stuff. He was very gentle when he took them.
Yeah, since we lost Gia, he's been super gentle like that. And we've been spoiling him a little bit, and we packed a couple pounds on him, and so he's gonna go on he's going on a little diet.
Well, here's the thing too is you gotta realize is there was a couple days where how I can be. And I'm like, did I feed
him? Yeah. I get it. I totally get that.
I'm like, well, just in case. And, he ate it. So I'm like, well, he must have been hungry.
Must have been.
So I know there was a couple, I'm going to say 3-4 times.
Couple double ups.
Maybe
yeah.
5 to them, like 3 or 4 times where I was like, you know what? I better feed him just in case I didn't feed him. But maybe I did feed him.
So I just, again,
My apologies.
you're always in my heart. I appreciate you more than you ever know.
But my fucking
But
dog.
4 times. I just want you to do the math with me. That is 1/3 of the time that I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital 12 days.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So once every 3 days, you forgot if you fed him.
I'm like, I better see. I better go back over there. And then I'd be like, "Did I
Jenny
go
says
this morning?"
he fed him every time he scratched at the food container. So I was telling you,
I
Ben,
did,
he
yeah.
played you like a fucking drum.
I'm like, oh, you hungry, buddy? You ain't got-
See, you guys, I mean, unless I'm missing something, you guys aren't fucking gavone like that. Like,
My dogs,
I feed them and they eat and then they stop and then they eat and then they stop. And
you know, they're just on a schedule. That they have a very strict schedule because,
well, I fuck up the schedule completely when you're gone,
Right,
but
and-
they still are.
you know,
They're not like the only thing that they didn't go crazy for me feeding them. The only thing that they ever expected 100%, and I
Mhm.
complied, was their treat when they come in from
to the
outside.
door, like
And
they
they're looking
performed
at
the
me, they're
fucking
fucking-
miracle.
Yeah, they're staring a fucking hole right through my
And
head.
they're just like,
Yeah, and they take their treats very gently as well.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it was a good thing.
He's a smart little dog, though. He is smart. And he's well behaved because, you know, if I was gone that long, I think Rocky would have destroyed the fucking house. I really do. He would have freaked.
Well,
the
that's
fuck
also
out.
the benefit of keeping him downstairs. There's not
You know.
much to wreck, but he doesn't really freak out too much like that. But you know, it was interesting. You know, we didn't know what to expect when I came home. You know, and he
Yeah.
was pretty standoffish. He did kind of get up on me, and I was able to hug on him, but
He knew
he
you
was-
hurt him probably.
that, and he was just very confused until.
Yeah.
And I even said it. I said, I bet once we go to bed, he'll chill out. He'll
It's
feel
like
a
he
little
knows
better.
it's real.
Yeah, and that's his routine. But I notice more now than ever. He's touching me. He'll have his paw on my arm or his head on my arm.
Mm-hmm.
So
He
I
doesn't
feel
want you to
kinda-
go anywhere.
yeah, and I feel kind of bad because I went out yesterday for a little bit, and I went out today for a little bit. But he didn't. He acted like he normally acts when I go out.
Sat on the couch.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
take him out, you know, let him go to the bathroom, and then he comes back and he jumps on the couch. So he didn't look.
Yeah, he's got his routine.
Yeah, he's very. That's one thing about him. He's a fucking knucklehead, but he's very good with routine.
Yeah.
You know, he knows. He sees these different cues that I do,
Mhm.
and he knows. Like when I take him out and I feed him, and then like if I get up off the couch, he's ready. Boom, he puts himself to bed.
Yeah.
You know, and he's waiting for me.
Yeah. I could tell he was off on a few things. You know, he would look every day. Every time I came here, he had to come upstairs and make sure you weren't here.
Look
He'd
around.
check to look around.
Yeah.
He'd like this, and then he'd come back to the stairs and he'd look down at me and I'm like, all right, come on, buddy. And he'd come back down.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, he's not here. All right, I better wait. And he'd go back downstairs on the couch. Or whatever, you know. He's sometimes I just let him out on the porch because he likes to sit in the sun out there. You know, there's
Well,
like
that's
right
the
on
thing.
the
A lot
corner.
of times when you let him out, and then you go upstairs, he goes
Yeah.
right for that door. He likes to go chill out there.
So I let him sit out there on the porch. He chilled out and
So I heard my neighbors grabbed you a couple times.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure you were okay. And you know, they were worried about the dog because he was crying for you and stuff. You know.
Well, you know, it's funny when I was basically sitting in the trunk of the public safety car,
Mm-hmm.
holding my chest, and I'm bent over, and that's the exact time that she drives by.
Oh, okay.
Grabbing my fucking chest. And
Oh
there's
no
all
shit.
kinds of, you know, so she didn't know
Yeah.
what the fuck was going on.
She was worried.
Nice, they're very nice.
Yeah,
people.
they said if there's anything that they were like, if there's anything that you need help with, anything that we could do, she's like, I don't, you know, she's like, you know, we're a little older, but you know, whatever we can do. I'm like, yeah, we're good right now. I'm just taking care of the dog. You know, she was like, she's so worried. You know,
I got very cool neighbors in this little cul-de-sac here. They
Yeah.
either keep to themselves or they're, you know, they're helpful. But
John and Tammy, they were on it. You know, everybody had their eye out, so it was cool. You know, everybody had their eye on, even just watching your home, making sure strangers weren't coming up your fucking driveway.
yeah, well, I know
Do a
Tammy
little
keeps an eye out
Yeah, Amy said
because
Tammy and John.
I got a text one night. I had come out. This was like maybe in the beginning of the summer.
Mhm.
I had come out with my flashlight. I'd get something out of the truck or somewhere. I forget what I was doing. And I got a text. You up? Are you just outside? I said, yeah, no, that was me. Thank you.
Mhm.
So, okay, I'm just making sure. But that's,
It's good neighbors.
everybody's got to keep an eye out,
Sure.
So did you get in any skating? Any skateboarding rather?
I did. I was doing really well
Until
until I just overdid it, like I always do. I you know what my problem is, man? I'm having so much fun.
We only have 45
All right.
minutes.
You know
left.
what one of my problems is that I don't know when to stop, right? So 16-year-old me could skateboard 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, no fucking problem, right? Didn't even think about it. Here I am, 51 years old. Now I'm like 4 hours into this skate session.
It's a lot.
I didn't take a fucking single break, dude. I was just having a lot of fun, man, you know? And then I stepped on the board and my legs were like, yeah, we're 51, bud.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
That's how my legs feel now.
That's what happened. As soon as I stepped on the board, it was just in an instant. They were like, okay, we are done skating today.
Yeah.
And the fucking board went one way and I just did like a fucking split and I pulled the inside of my knee. I was like, fuck. I'm over here on the pump track. I'm on the fucking ramps. I'm doing all this shit, not getting hurt. I step on the fucking board and that's it. My body.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's a fair amount of tendons and ligaments in the knee.
Yeah, shitload. I felt them.
Yeah, that can cause some trouble if they get pulled or stretched.
It hurts so bad, dude.
Yeah.
So just gotta stay in my lane and just take breaks, you know? Like I gotta learn to take breaks and to like chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was having fun, man. I had the whole fucking skate park to myself. Come on, man. It's like nobody's in your way and you could just like kind of try different things. You could fucking fall down and nobody's gonna run you over. No shit. You know, it's nice.
And this is the track of Port Jervis.
Mm-hmm. I love Port Jervis. I love going to Port Jervis, man. I do. It's my my guilty pleasure.
It's kind of had it almost seems like it's in the process of a bit of a renaissance.
It is.
A lot of the areas are changing.
I hope that they don't mess it up by getting rid of all this revenue that they could have been making with this marijuana, because I do know that there is a kind of an uptake this past year in homelessness in Port Jervis, you know. So even a business owner that I was talking to on Monday had mentioned it to me, and I see it while I'm at the skate park. I was on using the pump track, and I had no idea that in the fucking woods there was these 3 people sleeping. Man, I'm down there at like 6 a.m. watching the sun come up.
Sleeping on the dirt, or did they have a tent set up? Or?
They had they had tarps. Again, I didn't see any of this until they started making noise, because you don't think to look, you know, for that, right? They had some shopping carts and they had some tarps like set up like with strings, you know, pitched, you know, like lean-tos, and I'm going around the pump track and all of a sudden I just hear people fucking arguing, you know, they were fighting, these homeless people.
You'd think if they lived together,
you know, well, that's the thing. And I'm like, you know what it is? And I didn't say shit. I'm just sitting there saying to myself, that guy is so stressed out because he has nothing and he has no home and he has no fucking, probably doesn't have any food to even start his fucking day. He's in a bad fucking mood, you know? And I just thought to myself, last year when I was skating there, same spot, there was no homeless people. So something to think about. There's the homelessness is kind of on an increase up there.
Yeah, there's a bit of hi Janet. It's good to see you too. From what I understand, I've never really ventured down there, but if you go past Home Depot on that side road,
Mm-hmm.
there's supposed to be some homeless encampments down there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say for sure. That's what I've heard.
In Matamoros?
Yeah, going towards Port Jervis there.
I know there's a like a mobile, like an RV park.
Yeah,
Is that?
I'm not sure. You know, I've heard talk of it. I've never gone and investigated.
Well, should we go down there and destroy it? Just
Think
kidding.
we- yeah.
Put on police uniforms and go destroy it.
Linda says, "Yeah, our country's in a sad state. You know, there's
But it was sad to see these people. You know, I've been homeless. I know what it is to be homeless. You know, I'm serious. I see these people and they were homeless, and it touched me a little bit because I've been there, and I know that guy was yelling, and he was ready to fucking fight first thing in the morning because he was not having a good day, and he knew it. You know. So, but it's sad to see that in that city because it was starting to make such a turnaround. And then all of a sudden it seems as though when they shut those CBD stores down, I don't even see, you don't even see that much activity there. I don't know. It's different all of a sudden. That goddamn pizza's still good though, Bruno's. Check it out.
I'm gonna have to check that out."
You're not gonna find, listen, just listen to what I'm telling you. You're not gonna find a better slice of pizza within 50 miles.
That's a strong.
Maybe even 75.
Now,
Fucking Guy's Pizza is that good.
what if we compare that guy's pizza to the pizza in Wilkes-Barre,
The one that Dave Portney.
the one that Dave Portney reviewed?
That's one of the reasons I want to actually go there is because he did say it was that good, and I would love to compare it to Bruno's in Port Jervis.
Jana wants to know if we tried Pike's Pizza, and I have not, but I've heard nothing.
Where's
but
Pike's Pizza?
I wonder if that's the one that took over Good Time down 739. I've heard.
Oh.
I don't know if for sure. Janet, let us know where that one is, or we'll look it up. But I've actually heard nothing but good things about that place. And I remember Good Time
7:30.
739. Yeah, I think that's the place that took over Good Time. And actually, Good Time, that place was real. I mean, it was
Okay.
too far away.
Let's talk about this Good Time. I never had it, so I cannot speak on it. I heard that it was actually really good
It was
pizza.
really good.
Was it really good pizza?
Yeah. I know the guy who was the pizza maker there,
Oh, really?
and he
Okay.
did a really good job.
I
he was,
heard it was really good pizza. I just the name of it. I was like, I don't think so.
Years ago, I went there with a friend of mine, and we got a pie, with don't swing on me, zucchini on it.
Yeah, sure.
She
I love
went out.
zucchini.
She went out and took the zucchini out of her garden, cut it up, and put it on the pizza. It was really good. It was just not, it was great to eat, if you wanted to grab a slice
Mm-hmm.
there, but to go down 12 miles
Yeah, I know.
and then
Yeah,
have to go
pizza.
back.
That's why I only get pizza if I'm down at Port Jervis and I'm spending the day there skating.
You're gonna have it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go other than that, it's like,
I mean, I did know somebody that my I probably told you that they had the Rottweilers on Surrey Drive, and they invested in delivery pizza
mm-hmm.
bags
Yeah.
because they liked the place. I don't remember where it was that they liked, but they liked the place that was a little bit of distance, so kept their pizza a little hot.
Keep it hot. Nothing wrong with that. Fuck.
How
it's
do you-
hot pizza?
How do you eat your pizza? Because
How
I
do
have to
eat
wait.
it?
I have to wait until the cheese
Okay.
firms up. I don't like that third degree burn on my fucking
I don't
chin.
like to blister the top of my mouth. Okay, so I'm not about that, or I'm not about the lip burn, the chin burn.
Yeah,
Listen,
That's a little bit much.
it needs to be cooked at a certain temperature to get the proper crispness and all that stuff. But I don't need to eat it at that temperature, right? Yeah, I let it cool down, let the cheese stiffen up a little bit. So when I bite into the cheese breaks, when I bite through it too, kind of.
Yeah, I don't need it to go.
I don't need to do this
Yeah.
and fucking this, and it's coming off.
And it slides off.
I'm not looking to fight my pizza. I'm looking to eat it.
No, this isn't a place where you're looking to have some enjoyment, not get into a fucking fisticuffs.
Right. Bruno's in Port Jervis also has an amazing Sicilian slice, probably the best you're gonna find. Okay,
Just about the only you're gonna find.
The best Sicilian slice I have found in the past 10 years. Let's just say that. 10 years.
That's big.
Yep, it's very delicious. It's made properly.
So let me ask you, I think Paul's saying I can't find a good Sicilian pie around here. Well,
Paul,
maybe Paul, you got to check out this place in Port Jervis.
Port Jervis, check them out. You won't be disappointed. His Sicilian pie is made to spec.
Maybe next time you should mention that we've been plugging that place.
Yeah, I should.
On this giant podcast.
Maybe
Maybe score yourself a nice Sicilian pie.
At least give me a slice.
Give me a fucking slice.
Can I get a slice with nothing?
Yeah, can I? That slice you just dropped on the floor. Can I have it? Felt cheese down.
Can I get one with no cheese on it?
Yeah,
just a little sauce, maybe. You're gonna throw that crust away?
Maybe a little dipping sauce on the side.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Definitely worth if you're in the area, it's worth just popping in just to try them.
You've been telling me about this forever, so I gotta go try it out.
Yeah.
Where is this in relation to like the weed store?
It's right around the corner from the weed store. I could give it to you, and I know this is gonna sound horrible, but it's kind of like a staple on the boulevard there. I could give you two in relation to the porno shop.
Yeah,
it's right next door.
Oh, so it's between the porno shop and the
it's between a cock and a hard place.
It's between so it's right between the porno shop and the weed place.
Yeah, it's fucking heaven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's great.
That's so funny.
So yeah,
it's the porno shop. We got some splaining to do.
If you go to where the adult store there on Main Street,
the porno shop
that you can't miss. Did you know that that whole parking section to the right of that porno shop is public parking? That's public parking. It's free public parking.
Okay.
Nobody ever parks there because they don't want people to think they're going into
the porno shop. Oh, there you go. Well, that makes sense. But we could go there.
Everywhere else, they got fucking meters and shit.
Speaking of Port Jervis, I had to cancel a tattoo session, 3-hour tattoo session because I was in the hospital. I couldn't get him to come in and do it.
He refused?
He refused.
No class.
No fucking class. Pack up your fucking inks and pen. Let's go.
Imagine, man, you got like fucking IVs in you and he's like
just fucking grinding. Fucking grinding black into me.
Doctor's like, we gotta take him for hold on, I'm just finishing up this eyeball.
I'd be popping fucking Percocets the whole time. Flying.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind then, huh?
No.
Get the neck done. Go ahead, rip at it.
Yeah, do all the tough spots now.
Not me, man. I'm still like waiting. I gotta recover. I'm still recovering from my last tattoos. I'm having mental breakdowns.
Can't let yourself recover
from the pain
because then it's like jumping in a cold pool, coming out, warming up, and then jumping in a cold pool again.
I will go back to the same guy though because he's cool. He seems like a nice chap.
Chap.
Yeah.
So what's going on with this fucking thing dangling from your neck?
Oh, my glasses?
Yeah.
Well, my eyes have gotten so bad that I carry them around with me now, so that when I got to read something, I just throw them on.
So what? They didn't have any of those fucking little chains left at the drugstore
No, these
with
are
the little black loops that you put on
you
the end?
know, anything I use, I try to get for free. So these are from Jenny's job.
Safety glass holders. I should have known. I should have fucking known.
They came with my flash glasses that I wear for
Okay,
sunglasses.
that makes sense. That makes sense now.
Yeah, they kind of blend in, and
You know what I like the best about it is it doesn't throw off the perfect pocket.
well, exactly. And you know what I was thinking is next year I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to get the bifocals. I wish I would have,
Yeah, I think
because I'm like constantly doing this, putting these things on and fucking.
yeah, I was talking to Dave about that, and I think it's And once I start feeling better, I think I'm due for another eye exam anyway, and then I'm gonna have to do the progressives because it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
The old eye exam. I don't like doing the eye exams. I don't like doing any exams. I don't like going to any doctors. I'm always waiting on the ink get done as soon as the guy.
Yeah, Tony, that's what I'm looking into, the progressives. I think that's the best way to go.
Progressives? No, what is that?
They're a different type of bifocal, I guess. It doesn't have the distinct line.
But does it progress? So, like, does it slowly go into your thing as your eyes come up?
I'm guessing,
like
yeah.
transfer from reading into
Distance.
mid-sight to long distance. I wonder. Because I think they had mentioned something like that to me, and I'm like, the lady's like, it's kind of like a trifocal or something. I was like, I don't fucking.
Just run out of the place, fucking
Yeah,
screaming.
I was just, I pretty much, I was just like, I'm done. Just give me fucking now. I don't want anything. Just give me regular reading glasses and regular glasses for driving. So I just wear my driving glasses when I'm towing the camper. Other than that, I don't use them. Yeah.
Tony says it takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, that's my thing though. Does it make you like nauseous or dizzy having that shit on your face all day long?
I mean, it's got to be better than a poke in the eye.
Or falling over things or crashing, right?
I would say
Or not seeing.
that too.
There's the whole not seeing thing.
Yeah, that gets fucking annoying. Now that that's going on, that's a new thing. Let's chalk that up to
Yeah, my eyesight got worse too this year. I don't know. It's just this.
Yeah, my eyesight got worse this week.
I guess it's just the age,
Yeah, Paul, you should look into. I mean, I'm still at the point where I'm okay with the intense fucking pain of getting tattooed, but we should look into maybe the numbing cream. I know it's a new thing.
Oh, they allow you to use that numbing cream?
I guess it depends on the shop. I guess you got to talk to the shop. But I was also listening to. So when I was watching the UFC fights, I was watching. Joe Rogan wasn't commentating, but on YouTube he had his. He'll do a show with some guys, and they talk about the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he said a lot of these MMA guys that are getting giant back pieces and stuff like that, they're getting knocked the fuck out.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking. They're getting. Those guys have the money to be able to do shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just have a guy fucking grinding on him for 12 hours.
Yeah, put me out. Wake me up when it's over. Yep. It's just I can't imagine waking up though after that and then just.
I'm just not ready to go the numbing cream route. Just not ready.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. I mean, I'm not that I enjoy the pain. I just, it's not that bad that I think I need the cream. I don't know.
It also depends on the spot, and people are more sensitive in different spots than other people.
Well, that's the thing too. Like this was sensitive on my wrist and in my underarm. I can hear that was sensitive. This was sensitive,
and then it stopped.
Yeah.
It numbed up pretty quick. Because even my artist goes, "How you doing? I was like, yeah, it was fucking rough the first like 5 minutes. He goes, I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'm feeling pretty good. Top of his hand said it was bad. Yeah, I'm about 6 months. I'm about 6 months away from that. You know, and then when they fill this in,
Yikes.
and they start getting up here over my clavicle, and you know, it's.
The one that I got over here on my butt cheek, the big zucchini that I put on there.
Oh yeah,
that didn't hurt at all.
no,
That did not hurt.
Not that fucking form of it.
You know, that was a big one.
Oh yeah, it was a little rotten though.
It is rotten.
It was black.
Big black zucchini.
It fell into a mushroom.
Yeah.
You know, I keep thinking, you know, it's time to tap out. And, you know, for summertime numbers, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? I got cream for just shoulder blades, nothing on the leg. Yeah, the shoulder blades, I bet you, Janet. I bet you that's some serious pain.
I remember when I got this and she was doing the back of my shoulder. I just sat there, and the only thing I could think of was taking that needle out of her hand, plunging it through her eye.
And just saying, here, hold this for a minute. Will
Hold
you?
this for a second. Don't blink.
And then just take it out of her eye and say, now gently, please.
Yes. Yes. Try not to tattoo both sides of my chest at the same time.
Good God. Yeah, right. Identical shit.
Yeah, it's just reversed. But
Linda doesn't have any yet, huh? 2.5, 2 to 2.5 hours tops. Yeah, I'm the same way, Paul. I'll tap out after about. It's like, okay, buddy.
I'm about
You beat the shit out of me enough.
I'm about 4 hours and maybe one or two breaks. There's nothing like when you get up and he sprays you down and wipes you down a little bit. That's a nice feeling. And you get your break, you walk around a little bit. You walk around like a newborn baby fawn because your
But
legs
don't you
went to
always
sleep.
feel hungry too? Like you feel hungry. I always feel like man, I really could have gone for like a cheeseburger and fries or some shit.
No, you have to grind it on me for hours. Fucking no. The last thing I can think of is eating something.
This kind of ruins my appetite. Is what I'm getting at. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely ruins my appetite.
You know, and they always got like little, you know, snack bars. You know, it's like
Fuck you go.
it's like I don't want a little snack bar. I want a sandwich. So make me a fucking sandwich.
Your fucking tattoo place has a snack
They
bar.
got a snack bar there, all free. You know, because some people get dizzy when they're, you know, whatever. So they got little. You could get little sugar things. You could get, you know, candy. They got drinks. You want what do you want? You want a little water? You want maybe a little soda?
I've been off of water.
Yeah, they got all kinds of shit. Just to, you know, so you don't go passing out on them. You know? Yeah.
What do you go to a place that specializes in tattooing children?
Well, basically, yeah, they do me.
They didn't have a snack bar at the fucking tattoo shop in Auschwitz.
No?
Not that I'm aware of.
They just didn't tell you about it. They didn't want to give away the goods. They
that
didn't
could
want to
be.
give away the good
That
camp.
could be. Paul says I need multiple blunt breaks. Yeah, I'll hit the fucking. I ain't gonna be hitting any vapes anytime
Yeah,
soon, but
I'm
I'll
with
hit the
Paul.
fucking vapes there.
I need to, you know, like that's the thing too. Like the you know, like the artist is he needs to understand. I need to step outside and smoke some herb. You know, I need to get into the zone, man. And then I could sit in a chair. I can't sit in line on fucking Weiss long enough to buy a dozen eggs. You want me to sit in a fucking chair for 2.5 hours while somebody stabs me? So
Yes.
you know, I need some herbage.
When you
man.
put it that way. I don't know that I've ever really asked for a break, but I know, you know, the guy would be cool with it if I did.
Oh
But,
yeah, I'm sure there.
you know, plus it's got to be fucking monotonous for them too.
Sure it is. He probably in his head he might be like, God, I wish this guy could, but just ask me for a fucking break so we could take a break.
The only thing that annoys me about my place, not annoys me, but it makes me ponder, if you will,
One of your a disgruntled, if you.
grinds my gears ever slightly,
Okay.
is that this place is probably one of the more successful shops in a pretty big radius in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Very well known, very I wouldn't say upscale, but definitely
Well, no.
they maintain
well
that.
used.
Yeah.
A lot of people go there.
And was still sitting in metal chairs getting tattooed.
Like a folding chair?
Yeah. And he'll
That's
even say it.
uncomfortable.
He'll even say it. He'd be like, yeah, that's the most uncomfortable chair in the place.
He'll just tell you that. But like, do the other artists have?
No.
So nobody does.
Yeah. I
Everybody...
mean, if you're doing something where you're laying down, you're on a regular tattoo table, you know.
Right. But a chair, no.
But as far as a chair, no. And I think you should definitely invest in
the guy that I
more
go
comfortable
to,
chairs.
You kind of sit, I want to say, like in a barber chair almost. Like, you know, your legs,
That's what
feet are
that's
up.
what these guys should
He has
have.
a table, you know, so your arm, you can situate your fucking arm.
Well, that's the thing. It's basically a folding chair with the arm table. Yeah, so that's why sometimes you get up and I'm like a fucking
you're
like a
stiff
fawn
as
that
a
just
fucking
fell
board.
out of its mother.
Yeah,
Your
right.
fucking legs are like, you know, like
All
fucking
stiff.
like a fucking bumblebee legs.
Those are fun to kick when they're that small.
Oh
aren't
yeah. Linda goes, we just talked about this the other day. Linda goes, I would bring one of my padded folding chairs, and by my own I mean one of Paul None's chairs. Yes, Paul.
Oh
I believe we still have one or two of your chairs. In fact,
oh man.
Gio might have been sitting in it for a couple of
Only 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the stock. I think we still have some of Paul's chairs. Yeah, Linda tripped
at
up.
least you
Linda
have-
found one yesterday, I think.
You know, I always tell people, people are like, no, go ahead, use it. I'm like, I am the worst person that you could lend anything to, just so you know. And I tell you off the bat, before you give it to me, there's a good chance I'm going to break it or fucking lose it, just so you know.
Well, obviously that's me too.
Yeah, and
With
they're
your,
still like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I go through your fucking pressure washers like nothing.
There you go. I think I lost. I know I lost your weed whacker. I found it again. I lost it. I don't know where the fuck it went off to. I was gone for a few weeks, and then I found it.
Yeah, and then Dave's house is where fucking small engines go to die.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, if I have my chainsaw on my truck, I wouldn't even drive past Dave's fucking house.
No, stay the fuck away from Dave's house. Any small
okay.
engines,
It just, they clutch their fucking chest and
small engines,
keel
and
over.
boats. Stay
Yes.
away.
Yes. Cars don't fare very well in that driveway either, but
He'll keep them going now.
he'll keep them going one way or the other.
Good God.
Poor Dave.
Aw.
At least we're going to have one viewer on YouTube this week.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll have a viewer that wasn't Livy
Thank God.
on YouTube. That was, I mean, Livy the Nugget.
That's the Nugget. Has to go by her stage name.
That's why nobody knows who's watching.
Yeah, that's right.
My little lives too. What's that say?
Yeah, at least when we need to have a game night, Paul can be comfy in one of his own chairs.
Yeah. That's why they keep him here, Paul.
I think the reason Paul doesn't want all his chairs back is because he doesn't want so many guests at his house.
Well, that's what it is.
He only invites as many
Yeah.
people as he has chairs.
I'll say I'd have a party, but Mike's got all my chairs. Let's
Yeah.
just go to Mike's house.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Because, you know, all my parties are successful.
Oh yeah, like mine. Big blowout. Party of the year.
We've had some good parties by you.
We've had some good parties pretty much everywhere we go, I'd say. Paul said ding ding ding.
Yeah, he knows. He don't want fucking Paul doesn't like people.
Paul don't need all these fucking people coming to his house, making a goddamn
Invading
mess.
his space.
Invading his wife sure as fuck don't want a cluster of motherfuckers hanging around the backyard. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda says, come on, we all have great parties. We do. We all have great parties. The Rose, the
Yeah.
Macarinos.
The Drone, the Lopez's. Yep. Yeah, you know, I enjoyed the time or two that we went to Linda's pool. That was fun too, actually. I enjoyed going there.
Hint,
Kids,
hint.
You know, with the kids and all.
Paul said he had his mother-in-law over for a week. He was losing it.
Yeah, that's tough, Paul. You okay, buddy? Want to talk about it?
You've been there.
I've been there, man. I've been there. It was tough, but you know, what did you do to get rid of her? She's still, you know, she's still with us.
Linda says we have to have another pool party. We need a second summer because summer's gone away.
Yeah, summer's tucked its head away. Just in time for me to head to South Carolina. Thank God.
Oh, that's right. You're going to South Kakalaka.
Saturday morning, baby. I'm out. Gone. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
And how long are you going for?
I think I'm gone for a week or 5 days or a week. I follow the fucking train, man. I have all these women in my life, and they just tell me where I'm going and whether or not I could bring my fucking skateboard.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to bring the skateboard?
I'm bringing it.
Nice.
Bringing it because it's a pretty big campground that we're going to. We're actually staying in a cabin
Down by the river?
I don't know. It's down by the ocean. It's not far from the ocean, from how you say there, Myrtle Beach. And it like the campground has like a little water park in it for the kids and stuff. So yeah, I thought it'd be cool. It's a pretty big park, so I'm gonna skate around that, and then I'll probably skate around Myrtle Beach a little bit.
Cool.
Do my thing. I like to get out early. So what I like to do is go out on my board at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep, right? No traffic. I look around. I find places that I might find interesting. And then later on, I go back to them.
There you go.
Then,
Scout out the area.
yeah, and I have like a visual in my head of what things are like and stuff before I get there. Otherwise, you know, I'm a fucking wreck. So, yeah.
Nice. All right. I'm going to tap out.
Tired, buddy?
Getting a little pooped.
It's okay. Send.
And thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. And we will be back for sure next week.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad you're healthy.
Thank you.
All right, my
I'm
friend.
glad to be back. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody.